Well, hello there and welcome to my channel. Today I am doing a camera versus phone photo challenge. So basically the idea is I'm going to do the same concept with these, it's called like My Found Wings. It's this hashtag that I started on Instagram, which is like a first perspective photo with using sort of objects as wings. And today I'm going to do that concept both with my camera and edit it on my laptop in Photoshop as I would normally do, but then also the same will do with my phone and then try to edit it on my phone and see how they turn out, compare the end results. So this is very exciting. And then I thought also I will sort of like give a score and rate the process for both the camera and for the phone. So I thought I will sort of give like a score for how easy it was to set up, how easy the shooting or how good the shooting went, then the editing, color grading, and then the end result, how happy I am with it. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so I've just shot the camera version and now I'm going to do it with my phone. Let's see how that goes. Alright, and next I did the same process with my phone and I just put the selfie stick basically where I had my tripod and put it on self-timer, and this one's surprisingly smooth actually, and I feel like it's a little bit unfair now because I took it first with my camera, so I sort of knew the angle already, so it actually went much faster with the phone, so I would probably give it a 4. Alright, I am done now taking both the photos with both the camera and my phone, and so far I have to say that the camera process took a little longer just because like figuring out the angle with the tripod and like running back and forth and like having the phone, I don't know, it's a little bit of a hassle. So I would actually say that with the iPhone it went faster, although I took that after I did with my camera, so I already had the angle figured out, so maybe it's like unfair advantage, but I would say the setting up and shooting with the camera setting up a 3 and the actual shooting maybe a 3.5, and with iPhone the setting up like 5 because it was super easy. I just put it on my selfie stick and the shooting I would say a 4 because that was also surprisingly easy, and since the iPhone sort of auto focuses, didn't have to worry about that so much either. All right, on to the editing. Okay, so let's first edit the photo we took with the camera. So I'm going to do that using Photoshop on my laptop. So first I'll just import the photos in Photoshop. I've chosen the ones I want to use for this particular forest fairy project. And so then I went ahead and cropped out the photos of me holding the leaves. And this is where I think we might get into trouble when we try to do this on the phone, because this requires quite a lot of attention to detail and to really get it, you know, sharp and looking good, and so that the sort of illusion of these photos being seamless together. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go on the phone, but we're gonna do this one first, gonna edit it first and then color grade it and then jump on to do the phone version. Very excited to see how this goes. I'm almost done editing the camera version, so the photo that I'm doing on my laptop, and so far it's looking pretty good. I'm really happy with it. I had to adjust the wings a little bit, so I used the liquify tool because they were like too pointy, so they didn't really sort of work, or they didn't look as wings, so I had to be a little bit finicky there. But yeah, it's starting to come together nicely. And because I'm so curious, I am going to actually start editing it now on my phone with the Photoshop Mix app. And very, very excited to see, curious to see how that is gonna go. Okay, so I have downloaded the app called Photoshop Mix. And in there, I've imported all my different photos and different layers. And now I'm going to attempt to do the same that I just did on my laptop. Let's see how it goes. Okay, for some reason, nothing's happening. Did it crash? Hello? Okay, it's not starting well. Nothing is happening. I think it crashed. Alright, I've done a rough edit now on my phone of the photo, and it's actually pretty intuitive to use this Photoshop Mix app, and it has definitely some qualities that I can see work really well. But obviously, because the photo is taken with my phone, the quality of the overall photo is not as high as with my camera. But yeah, I'm still excited to see how big the difference is actually going to be in the end, especially on a place like Instagram, because there the photos are so small anyways. So yeah, maybe the difference won't be that big. Who knows? Alright, I am going to finish now this phone edit and also the one on my laptop, and I'll see you probably back here tomorrow, because this is gonna take some time to get all the fine-tuning and the adjustments. Okay, so I actually ended up finishing both the photos in the evening, and here are the end results. Ta-da! And the winner of the camera versus phone photo challenge is... Oh, I'm receiving the scores for the camera versus phone photo challenge. Yes, incoming. I hear you loud and clear. Okay, maybe I should just get it on. Alright, and the scores for this little challenge. So, when it came to setting up, I gave the camera a 3 and the phone a 5. In the actual shooting, the camera got a 3.5 and the phone a 4. So the phone won this one, the whole like shooting and setting up process, just because I think the camera is so bulky and heavy, and like the hassle with the tripod and all these things. And with the phone, it was just like pop it on a little tripod selfie stick thing and put on the self timer. It was like really easy. Alright, then we come to the editing part. So the editing with the camera, I gave a 5, just because on the laptop it's just so smooth to edit. And for the phone, for the editing, a 3. And that was because the app kept crashing, and I don't know, I personally find that it was not super easy to get it so accurate as I wanted. Although it was pretty convenient, I have to say, and pretty fast. So, I mean, yeah, I'll give it a 3. Then the color grading for the camera or the laptop version, I would say, I gave a 4. And that's again just because I really like to work on the laptop. And for the phone, a 2.5. And this was the lowest I gave. I felt a little bad for giving it so low, but I don't know, like on the phone, when it's taken with the phone and you do it on the phone, like for some type of photos, the ones that you take like pretty close up, I think it actually works pretty well, because like the phone itself boosts it a little bit. But for this type of photo, I had to do a lot of swiping and adjusting to get it the way I wanted, and it quickly started to look a little cheap and pixelated. So, okay, that's why I give it a 2.5. And the last one, the overall score for the camera photo was a 5, and for the phone, a 3.5. But when you add this up, the camera points are 20.5 and the phone 18. So actually pretty close. It was pretty close. Yeah, a good race. Yeah, a battle well fought, I have to say. I think this goes to show that basically the phone is probably more convenient to take photos, you know, snappy, on the go. If you don't want to carry everything around, it's still possible to do creative stuff with your phone. And then in the editing, it's sort of where it starts to be maybe a little bit limiting to do with the phone, but totally possible. And with the camera, of course, you have the whole bulkiness, you have to set up and getting things sharp and in focus. All that is maybe a bit of a more hassle, but then in the editing, that really pays off because you can just do so much more. Alright, thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. I am so happy to see that there are so many new subscribers to my channel. I'm really excited about that. I'm really motivated to make even better videos. So please let me know in the comments below what you would like to see more of, what you thought of this. Also check out my Instagram, I'm over at Kutavakika. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and there's a little bell thingy there that you can hit for notifications, and also gives a little thumbs up, so then I know that this is the kind of content you would like to see from moi. Alright, see you next time. Bye!
Hello, hello, a bee in my bonnet, hello. There's a bee in my bonnet, hello, hello, a bee in my bonnet, hello.